Number one recruit in the country, Korey Foreman. He's a defensive end, from Centennial High School in California. 6'4", 265. I mean, this kid, he's a prototype defensive end, especially he looks like, in his film at least, he looks well suited for to be a strong side end, to kind of be that edge setter. He's got that kind of bulk to him. A lot of people are kind of wondering, if he puts on enough pounds, does he move over to defensive tackle or something like that? I like to keep him on the edge. I think he's got the ability, the explosiveness to stay on the edge and kind of, impact the game from a pass rushing standpoint as well. Like I said, he's kind of an edge setter, kind of run stuffer kind of guy. But I didn't get to watch his film from the opening, and that's kind of something I want to do because I got to see mostly sophomore film. I think he was injured most of his junior year, so there's not a lot of film out there. But apparently he looked great at the opening event. We had several Clemson commits in there as well. A lot of people were saying that Korey Foreman was the best guy there, and this is an event that Brian Brzee was at. I think Brian Brzee, I said it on the show not too long ago that I think he's probably going to be the best commit on the defense that Clemson's ever gotten. So that's kind of pretty high praise. I know Korey Foreman kind of won the defensive MVP there as well. So that's high praise. He plays with really low pad level, which is something you want to see from a defensive end. He really dips his shoulder, kind of gets around the tackle. That's one of his main pass rush moves. He just kind of, blows by the guy. He gets really low. He gets off the ball well. He's got the strength to bull rush if necessary as well. So he's got some pass rush moves as well. He uses his hands pretty well. A lot of the guys in the industry want to compare him to Chase Young. If that's the case, sign me up. The film I've seen, his sophomore film, he looked a little more like a Bowers to me, a Daquan Bowers than a Chase Young. But hey, I got to see a film from the Nike opening as well to kind of see if that changes my mind on his speed and explosiveness a little more. But this is a huge pickup for the Tigers to go with. I mean, the Brezees, Trey Williams, DeMonte Capehart, Miles Murphy of this past class as well. I mean, this is going to be an absolutely star-studded, loaded defensive line. Is going to kind of get us back to a Power Rangers 2.0 kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, when I look at him, I mean, he is just super, super dominant. It's hard to say who he looks like. I know I like to say maybe a Clowney type guy. I mean, he's just that good, but maybe, I don't know, if you could say a Clowney yet. I mean, he is 6'5", 263, not as tall, but big, 5-star guy. He really, I mean, he's like a defensive end that's Brian Brzee. I mean, he Brian is just that powerful, just knocking everybody over and knocking over good competition. Not just, your private school guys that anybody can knock over. It seems like this guy is going up against good competition in a lot of the elite and all-star games and showings that he's a part of. And just a huge pickup, somebody that really just helped propel this class to that number one overall ranking. I know it's still early for them to hang on to, but it's definitely exciting to see. I mean, just look at him. This guy. This is not film from his senior year, y'all. This is film from his junior year, 2019, 2020, kind of junior year, and he is just massive. Can you imagine, Al? I mean, if I was 6'5", 263 as a junior, I mean, can you imagine just how dominant I would be?
I would let you back on the basketball team if you were that big.
I mean, gosh, just what happened to me? Why am I sitting here, under 6 foot? I mean, I do what I can. I do what I can with the size that God gave me. But man, 6'5", 263 just amazes me. These guys aren't even 18 years old yet, and just having their way with the competition. And a very exciting time to be a Clemson Tiger fan